Hi, my name is Jason McCabe. I've actually never been to camps before, but my twin sons, Finn and Liam, have been there, and my wife has gone to snow camps as a chaperone, and I'm looking forward this year to getting to join them. The topic for today's Advent reading is peace, and reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2, verses 13 through 14. In the context of this passage is that an angel has appeared to the shepherds and declared the birthplace of Jesus. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace among those whom he favors." I think a lot of times when we think about peace, we have a political sense, an external sense, like peace is the extermination of war, or the amelioration of conflict, getting rid of conflict between people. And there is a kind of peace to that. But I think here there's some clues in the passage that help us to understand that the peace that's being spoken about is a kind of internal peace. I do believe that one day there will be political peace and peace between all people brought by Jesus. But here in the passage, it says, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace among those whom he favors." So it doesn't seem like the peace that it's talking about is a peace that's going to exist necessarily over the entire world or among all people. It's in specifically the people that God pours his favor upon. And I think that's an important thing to recognize, right? The peace that we might have inside is sort of a freedom from turmoil, and I think the peace comes from the resting in God, putting your faith on him. This is something I've found in particular in my life when I've tried to control my own life and when I've tried to run it beyond just making a mess of things. I found constant turmoil, because I'm not sovereign. I don't know the way that everything works. I don't know how to deal with all the conflicts in life. And when we hand over sovereignty to God, when he is in control, there's a huge release of burden that goes along with that, because he is the one in charge. He's the one who knows how all the systems work, because he created the structure behind all of the systems. And the fact that the individual who did that, the being who did that, saw how whenever we tried to be sovereigns of our own lives, we messed things up. He sent his son to save us from the conflicts of the world, from the sin in the world, and from our attempts to run our own lives. And I find such a peace in that we can rest in the knowledge that we are not in control, that God is in control. And what we then have to do is figure out how to be like his son, how to live like his son. And that's not always easy to know, and it's certainly not always easy to do. But what a relief to hand over the reins of sovereignty to God, to the being who rightfully can hold those reins, and to know that he has our best interest in heart and the best interests of the whole world. And when we have tuned ourselves to him, then we will start to see that other believers who are tuning themselves into God, that we're all in tune with each other, we're in sync with each other, and the disagreements and the differences and the conflicts will start to become less and less as God becomes more and more in our lives. Peace to all of you.